Welcome to this morning's meditation. Let us give thanks for this precious day of life, the mystery of life, the community that holds our love together, that is our understanding of life, the joy of family and friends. Let us give thanks for Rio Grande, for all they do for each and every one of us, always thinking of our best. And let us give thanks for this chair upon which we sit, the air in which we breathe, our heartbeat that reminds us who God is, what Spirit is, in our limited understanding of life itself. We know all that we need to know, that our hearts beat together and our minds are as one, acknowledging world affairs, knowing in our hearts that in doing so we know world peace. We hold it in our minds, we expect it, we know it, we live it in our hearts. As we begin our meditation, let us remember all those who have departed, those who have gone before us, those who have loved us. And let us never forget our pets that are our lives, that make our lives so complete. Our precious families. Let us walk together in silence as we acknowledge that Spirit is with us. Bring forth your desire, your hope, your joy, your prayer in this meditation. Bring your prayer here. Rest your heart here in this place. Following your breath, Spirit is here. Imagine all the children safe. Imagine every mother safe. Everyone fed. Everyone housed. Everyone loved. Imagine the boys stop fighting. Imagine all of the animal shelters have to close down because every pet has a forever home. Let us know that we are of one mind with God. Let us know that we are loved, that God is our source and our supply. And if you should ever find yourself lonely or feeling lost, remember you have two hands. One is yours and one belongs to Spirit. And they hold one another to remind you that you are never alone, that Spirit is always within us, beating as our heart and breathing for us and loving through us. And so it is. Service will begin shortly. Thank you for your time.
I'm held in love, I'm held in peace. God is holding me with every breath, with every step. God is holding me. I'm held in love, I'm held in peace. God is holding me with every breath, with every step. God is holding me. 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 it's time to begin. Find your seat, take your place, get ready for love and grace, love and grace. Well, good morning. Hello, hello, busy little chickadees. I can't remember if I start the whole day. I think I do, but I don't remember. I don't see anybody else coming up, so I'm going to assume that I do start the day. Do I start the day? Thank you. All right, we're starting the day right now. If you'd please stand, we're going to do some congregational singing in just a minute. And yes, if you would like to, please come up and get a percussion instrument. You're going to have a very special role here in a minute, but you can actually participate anytime you want. So Michon already has his eye on one of those, so let's see what happens. I am magnificent. Yeah, 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 I am magnificent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to think that I should deny it. Now every day I magnify it. I am magnificent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Magnificent me. We're gonna do that again. I am magnificent. Nobody wants to drum? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am magnificent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I used to think that I should deny it. Now every day I magnify it. I am magnificent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Magnificent me. Every day, in every way, key change. Every day, in every way, I am magnificent. Yeah, 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 I am magnificent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to think that I should deny it. Now every day I magnify it. I am magnificent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Magnificent me. Every day, in every way. Every day, in every way, I am magnificent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. You're sounding good. Yes, you don't want to be inside my head. Sometimes it's just a loop of song insanity. Okay. I am the place where God moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. You are the place. You are the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. You are the place where God shows up. You are the place. You are the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. You are the place where God shows up. We are the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. We are the place where God shows up. Yes, we are. We are the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. We are the place where God shows up. Let's do I again. Ready? I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Nice. Oh. Nancy's waving that banana, like I said. this joy that I have. The world didn't give it to me. Oh, this joy that I have. The world didn't give it to me. I'm telling you this that I have. The world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, no, no, this love that I have, the Lord didn't give it to me. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. Oh, this peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, Lord, it's this peace that I have. The world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have. The world didn't give it to me. Oh, the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. This faith that I have. The world didn't give it to me. I'm telling you, this faith that I have. The world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have. The world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. This joy that I have. The world didn't give it to me. I'm telling you, this joy that I have. The world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have. The world didn't give it to me. Oh, the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. Yes. Thank you very much. Nice, nice.
Good morning, Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. The place where we are 100% love and zero dogma, and all faiths are welcome and none is required, because that's the way we roll. We don't bump down the road. We actually roll that way. First of all, I want to acknowledge Reverend Dr. Martha Quintana, our founding senior minister and living legend. Thank you for being here today. Heck yeah. My name's Brian Kurtz. My pronouns are he and him, and I'm grateful for everybody who's here today, in person or online. Thank you. I know my sweetie's out there in California saying hi, and she'll be leading our outreach committee. Do we have a great outreach team or what? When our outreach team is headed by a woman who lives 800 miles away, I think we're doing it right. I think our outreach is happening. How many people were at the Pride event yesterday? Was it fun? I loved it. I thought it was really a blast. We had 3 congregations. We had the Unity congregation on Candelaria there. We had Albuquerque CSL and us all sharing space, all giving out really cool stuff. People had a blast. It was so much fun. I mean, I've done Pride events in Dallas and Austin, so it was kind of tame here in Albuquerque, but it was a lot of fun. It was really great. It was wonderful seeing people expressing who they are and bringing their authentic selves to the world. And that's why we're here, right? I mean, this is a safe place to be as you can be and bring whatever is most you to the world, so that you are the vessel through which Spirit pours out into the world for everybody you get to touch every day. Thank you. I'll take it. Hey, I mean, I think that's who and what we are. So we got a lot of stuff going on here. Friday, Solid Grounds, Ryan Biter is going to be here. I first witnessed him when I was speaking at Unity in Flagstaff. The guy is phenomenal. If you can be here Friday, you're going to love it. He's really great, really just fun, and waking everybody up. He's really good. Authors Out Loud is coming up Sunday the 21st, next Sunday. There'll be a panel discussion among the authors, and signings and reception afterward, 2 to 3. Thank you, Carol March, for helping to make that happen. Drag Bingo. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Carol. Drag Bingo is coming on the 27th. if you can be there, just be there. It's going to be wild and crazy and fun, and you get to play bingo. So it's like bingo's almost secondary. So have a blast on that. Oh, on the Authors Out Loud, all of the authors' books are on display on the glass case back here. Check them out. If you want to buy them, you can buy them in the bookstore. If you want to wait and get some next week, that's okay too. But the authors will be available to sign your book if you show up for the panel discussion and the reception afterward. Roger Holden and Susan Solari are bringing an event today as part of their near-death experience meetup group. Please be here for that if you're interested in that. I think it's pretty darn cool because it sourced Susan's artwork, and if anyone has ever had an experience like that, the diversity is amazing and the beauty is always present. It's pretty awesome. Oh, I forgot to bring up this getting heavier every day jar. If you see this jar in the back, this is our Change for Change. And yes, we will take bills as well as part of the Change for Change. This is going to buy Science of Mind subscriptions for folks who are incarcerated. And yeah, it makes a difference in people's lives who need it most. So please, if you've got any spare change, this is going to be hanging out in the back for a while. Please put some change in whenever you have the opportunity. Also, bookstore news. There's always 10% off if it's your birthday month, because we don't just do birthdays, we do birthday months here, as it should be, I think. And Laura Snap has created some really cool stuff using cans that she's recycled, and she's made these adorable little birds that are made of gourds and slices of aluminum cans that are all curled up and looking like really adorable little feathers. And she's also got some hyacinths there that she's made in the bases, and you get to purchase both the flowers. I think is it 3 flowers? 3 flowers per little vase, and it's just totally cool. Check it out. The healer for the day is Brian Kurtz. If you don't know Brian, he looks a lot like me, and he'll be in the back, and we'll see you guys after services. Through the kitchen door, turn right. Otherwise, you might catch some flack from the people who are trying to get work done in the kitchen. But you can go in and turn right and get some healing. Let's see. Oh, before I go, look around the room. Notice who's here. Notice the diversity of God's creation that lives and comes in here every so often. And know that everybody here came for whatever they came for. And this is the place where that happens. So thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah. So good morning. I am Michelle Coleman. I'm a licensed Unity teacher. My pronouns are she and her. And I'd like to welcome everyone here. And now that you have looked around and seen who you are celebrating with, know that you are here by divine appointment. And I'm so glad you are. Yeah. I am your celebration assistant this morning, and so I'd like to open us in prayer. As we give thanks for this now moment, showing up by divine appointment with one another, seeing the truth of who you are. There is only one Spirit expressing through and as each and every one of you. And when we look into the eyes of one another, we are reminded of that truth. We feel that love. We come here to be that love and to share our love with one another. I invite you just to drop into your heart and to feel this presence. Feel the love that you are. As we come together as one, expressing this truth, seeing this truth in the eyes of each other, reminding one another. And as we come together to be blessed and to be reminded, allow our hearts to be open to take in this love so that when we leave, that love is expressed through and as our energy, our words, our thoughts. And I give thanks for this opportunity to be reminded of the truth of who we are. And with this, I release it out into the universe and invite you to join me in closing this prayer with. And so it is. Thank you.
Okay. I think it's my turn again. And instead of my solo, I usually do a solo here, which means I'm all by myself. But today, you're going to join in my solo, and you're going to stand up, please. If you're able, stand if you're able. Yeah. I wrote a song about that. I'll do that sometime in the future. We're going to do This Little Light of Mine. There are no words. So you're going to have to use your brains. You have to use your brains on this. So everybody learned this song, right? Like in kindergarten or, whatever, Sunday school. And I want you to be thinking of places where you want to shine your light, okay? Because I'm going to ask you for suggestions. We'll start out with some kind of generic ones, and then if you have one you'd like to do to add in, just shout it out, okay? Make sense? Here we go. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Somebody take this drum, shine it all around my neighborhood. I'm gonna let it shine. Shine all around my hood. I'm gonna let it shine. Shine it around my neighborhood. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. All around the world. Oh, all around the world. I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. All around the universe. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the universe. Oh, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the universe. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. All right, where else should we shine it? All around work. I'm gonna let it shine. That's important. All around my work. I'm gonna let it shine. All around my work. Oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Where else? Where else? All around my school. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, Lord, and all around my school. I'm gonna let it shine. All around my school. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. One more. Where else? All around my garden. I'm gonna let it shine. All around my garden. I'm gonna let it shine. All around my garden. I'm gonna let it shine. I just planted a new apple tree. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Thank you.
Well, that was nice and rousing. I loved it. Thanks, Susan. Good morning. I'm Marilyn Kirk, and I am a licensed practitioner here at this center, and I am very glad to invite you all to just be present here in the moment in all of that joy and fun and laughter. And also, I just want to welcome all of you, and especially all of you online. And if Robin and Gil are watching, hello from all of us. Everybody wave. And everybody else who's present with us online, please put your name and where you're from in the chat so we can know who you are and where you're coming from. So I would like to also welcome anybody who is here for the first time. You could either raise your hand or stand. Do we have any new folks or visitors with us? Oh, please. I know you've been here before. Well, welcome everybody, whether you've been here once, twice, or 3 times. And what we're going to be doing is to do an honoring of everyone here by doing a special blessing. So if you will just rub your hands together and look around the room and look in the eyes of someone, and let's say together, we see you. We know who you are. You are the light of the world. You are love on this planet. We appreciate you. We love you. And we thank Spirit for you. And give yourself some applause. Yes. Welcome home, everybody. So I'd like to remind all of us what are basic core concepts here. So if you've heard this before, maybe this is just a little different way of looking at it. We have 4 core concepts that we always emphasize every Sunday. And the first one is there is only one power in the universe. It has many names, and people around the world use different names for this same universal presence or spirit or divine intelligence that connects all of life. Secondly, we co-create our lives because our thoughts are creative. Our thoughts, our beliefs, and our attitudes influence our life experiences. And by focusing on the positive, our constructive thinking, we can help shape the direction of our lives. Thirdly, you may have heard this before, there's only love. Love is that fundamental nature of life and the highest expression of our shared humanity. Through compassion and kindness and understanding, we experience that connection with one another. And lastly, each one of us is whole, perfect, and complete. I had a lot of trouble with this concept, because I sometimes don't feel very complete. But every person, has inherent worth and value. And regardless of life's challenges, each one of us possesses that inner strength, that vision, that wisdom, and that potential that's needed to grow and to thrive. So if you wondered how does that work out, that's because you're whole, perfect, and complete. So now it's with honor that I get to introduce you to the Reverend Dr. Martha Quintana. Dr. Martha has dedicated her life to the transformation of lives through spirituality, inclusivity, respect, and opportunities to create unity. She served for 11 years at this center as the founding minister, and then she moved on to become the Director of Global Services for our home office Centers for Spiritual Living in Golden, Colorado. And most recently, Dr. Martha served on the Board of Directors for the Science of Mind Archives that has recently been relocated to Unity Village in Missouri. She lives here in Albuquerque, and she lives with her husband, Mason, whom we miss. Hello, Mason. So I'd like to give you Reverend Dr. Martha. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Thank you. Good morning. Oh, what a treat to be here. Oh, we got a baby. I love that. Hi, baby. So, hi to Gil and to Robin, wherever they are. I hope they're having a great time. So I've been thinking about a lot of things. One of the things that I've been thinking about is the state of the universe, the state of our world right now. It's kind of in turmoil, isn't it? Kind of but I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about what a gift the self is I've been thinking about awareness, how awareness precedes the physicality, guides the physicality, and I believe, and we're having a near-death group, and I believe survives the physicality as well, this awareness, and important. And then finally, how important it is to develop the intuition. How many people here love their intuition? I love my intuition. So that's what I've been thinking about. So then the other day I was having lunch with a couple of friends and we were talking about science of mind. And so Jean Houston had just died. And Jean Houston is an incredible friend of Science of Mind. And she had written a foreword to one of our Science of Mind texts. So I went home and I began to read. So I read the foreword, and I forgot my glasses. Hang on here. Oh, no, I've got my own, man. I got my own. I just forgot them. So she asked us a question. So the world's kind of in chaos right now. So she says, and this is written in 1997 for the Science of Mind book that was written in 1927. And Holmes began writing in 1917. But this is a question, she says, at the end of this foreword. She says, how can we deal with a world in the throes of whole system transition in which everything that we have known is changing at so rapid a pace that we are caught between the dangers that threaten us and the opportunities that beckon us? And she has an answer. She says, educated, and this is us, educated for the demands of a different time and culture, we are called to re-educate, to use much more of ourselves in meeting the many new challenges that confront us. Excuse me. We have been educated for a different time, and we are being called to meet it now. And so I went, yeah, how did you know this, Jean Houston? She says, we have no choice then but to democratize greatness and utilize the whole continuum of human and divine potential. Democratize greatness. I don't care who's being set aside, what's going on in the world. It belongs to each of us, and we each get to democratize the amazing greatness that is inside each of us. When we look at each other, and I love the fact that we were looking at each other this morning, you're great, and you're great, and you're great, and you're great, and you're great. I don't care what they say. It's a lie. You're great. So she says, the Science of Mind says that this is not only possible, it is what is expected of us. It is what is expected of us. Indeed, it is that for which we are created. We're educated for a time, we're now meeting these new opportunities, and we are here on purpose. Each person here is meant to be here exactly as you are. There is nothing missing, no matter what you may think. Nothing missing. And she says, the infinite, knowing that it cannot contract, you can't be made small. I don't care if you're going around going, I really can't say anything. I really shouldn't say anything. Your spirit knows. And I don't know about you, but my face has no inside voice. So your face tells the truth, right? Your being tells the truth. We all know that. The infinite, knowing that it cannot contract, has coded the relative, meaning ourselves, for expansion into itself. So we are constantly evolving. For the first time in human history, we are required as a species, yes, us, humans, to extend ourselves into radically new ways of being. The tasks that are now ours, the tasks of virtual creation, compel the revolution in consciousness that tells us that we are part of the great unfolding of spirit and flesh. This is a revolution of consciousness. And she ends this chapter by saying, these are the times, we are the people, this is the book that can help us do it. These are the times, we are the people, this is the book that can help us do it. Ha! So there is no reason for anybody here to say, I can't do it. It's just me. Of course it's just you. The greatest gift to the self of the spirit is the self. The only way to talk about God, and Houston talks about this in her foreword. She says, the highest God and the innermost God is the same God. The highest God and the innermost God is the same God. And yes, no, really, it's true. And so I began thinking about this and thinking about, okay, so we're living in troubled times, and holy smokes, there are times that I read the paper and I come away kind of depressed. You know, holy smackers, what happened out there? But it's because I was educated in a different time. I grew up with different values. And am I going to put those values aside? No, of course not. But I do have to expand into a new way of being. I'm being called to remain open and to allow myself to have a new experience of my own awareness, because awareness is who I am. So I began thinking about this in March. I've been doing a year-long meditation with David Alt. He's a minister out of Georgia. And so David Alt had talked about awareness, and he says, imagine what your awareness is doing at every moment of the day, and it goes beyond the physical. So imagine what your awareness is doing beyond the moment. And so I began to become aware of my awareness. And I began to realize that because I'm aware of my awareness, I'm able to call the experience of my life into being. And I have to tell you that as I'm looking at awareness, I'm able to say what my experience is. What is the experience I desire from this? What is the experience I desire from this? I had a delightful one. Peter and Darlene were there. My husband was there. We went to Egypt. And we went to see the City of the Dead. And the City of the Dead is thousands of years old in Egypt, in Cairo, outside of Cairo. And they built little houses, and they look a lot like our adobe houses. They're flat roofs, and they're multi-room, and every family has a house. And so when their loved ones die, they get buried in this house. And so, and I'm going to put a pin there. I'm going to tell you something wild that happens in these houses. So the houses, they're houses. So some of the homeless people began living in these houses. They started going in to live in these mausoleums, in these tombs. And so the families hired security guards to go live in the houses and keep the homeless people away from there. And so then the security guards brought their families in. And So you look out at this. So you look out over there, and there's these air conditioners above the tombs, right? Because their whole family's living there. And I thought, what must it be like to grow up? I grew up in a tomb, you know. I grew up in the city of the dead. So anyway, that's an aside. I guess you could say it was an awareness, but holy smokes. So anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch. So we go to the city of the dead, and in the middle of this city of the dead, there had been a dump. And so a very wealthy family decided that there should not be a dump in the middle of the city of the dead, that there was a big tradition, and it was dignified, and there shouldn't be a dump there. So this family paid to have all this trash just taken away, and they built this beautiful park there. Park that families could come to. So these families that come from these rural areas come to this park to play. And so we were there on a Sunday. And so we get there, and these children, these beautiful children, start coming up to us and saying, "Can I take your picture?" Many of these kids had not seen non-Egyptians. "Can I take your picture?" I was like, "Well, yeah, you can take my picture." And so, like, they were so delightful. So they started taking my picture, and then they're so beautiful, these children, that I went, okay, you can take my picture, but only if I can take your picture. And so they said, yeah. So I go to the bathroom, and it's a long line, so a lot of kids in there. So we start taking pictures, and like the time flies, you know, like we're taking each other's pictures, we're laughing. I mean, it's just beautiful. So finally, I think the chaperone was tired of all the picture taking, so she let me go to the front of the line. And so I come out of there about 20 minutes, half hour later, and so our guide is waiting for us, you know, along with the rest of the people in the party. And I go, "Oh man, it was so fun over there." And it was the most fun I'd ever had going to the bathroom, ever. And so, I mean, it was a total paparazzi experience. But the experience, here I was, aware of these beautiful children, and they were saying to me, "This is the way I wish to interact with you." And so we met up with children like them all through that trip to Europe, through that trip through Egypt, and it was beautiful. Because here's the thing that I've realized with this whole awareness, choosing my experience thing, is that I'm not training for some far off time. People go, "I'm training for the Olympics," right? The athletes. I'll never train for the Olympics, but I'm training for something. If I'm not training for some far off time, I mean, frankly, there's more life behind me than there is in front of me, right? So, well, you don't have to nod so quickly, but but it is true. I'm in the last third of my life at the very least. But because I realize there isn't this far off day that I'm training for today. I'm training to have this great experience today, to see exactly what the day brings. And you know what? There isn't anything to improve. Does it mean I stop learning? No. But there's nothing to improve. Every one of us, I am, and I'm going to extend it to you guys, I know that's presumptuous of me, but everybody here is perfect, whole, complete. And when Holmes talked about being perfect, whole, complete, he's talking about the Spirit. He's talking about the Spirit. He's talking about awareness. And what experience is it that I wish to have here? And here's the thing about science of mind. It says, well, just change, just do it, right? Well, that's easier said than done, you know. What idea? I'm a pure awareness. I am a pure and perfect idea. I'm an idea. What idea has now clouded, overshadowed who I am? Do I have the courage to remove it? Do I have the courage to come from this time that I was educated in and bring my awareness to this day and say, this is the way it is right now. How am I going to meet it? And I'll tell you, it isn't even necessary to have the experience or the skills to know that you meet it today, because awareness, because we are each connected to the infinite, to the eternality, because we're each connected to that, we have all the wisdom at our disposal. Can you believe that? Oh. There's some work to be done here. Can you believe that you are connected to the wisdom of the universe? Yes. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. I like that. Norm always comes through. So, when Holmes wrote this book, we like to read the "Peace Be Unto Thee, Stranger" poem, at the very beginning. Well, above it is a dedication that Holmes writes, and he says, "These lessons are dedicated to that capital T truth, which frees us from ourselves and sets us on the pathway of a new experience, which enables us to see ourselves through the mist to the eternal and changeless reality." It allows us to see through the mist of our humanity to that changeless reality. Nobody was left behind the door, by the way, when this wisdom was being passed out. The wisdom of the self allows us to know exactly who we are. And no matter what happened, whether we had a hard childhood or an easy childhood, whether we've gone through some traumatic experiences or not, there's a part of us that is never touched. There's a part of us that will always know what to do in the moment. So here is what I'm suggesting, is that the times that we are in, we each know what to do to meet those times. It feels awkward, at least it does to me. It feels awkward, speaking of which, okay. It feels awkward because I was educated at a different time for a different way. But I have the skills, I have the ability, I have the experience to become that which I need to be to meet these times, and so do you. We are a focalization of eternality. Breathe that in. I am a focalization of eternality. I love the near-death class, because what it does is allows each of us to know without a doubt, is this what I should be using? Okay. Okay. As a focalization of eternality, it allows me to know what I need to do in this moment. And I'm sure each of us have had the experience of showing up somewhere and just knowing what to say, knowing what to do, even though we didn't think we knew that, or we didn't think we could be that. So we are exactly in the right place at the right time to meet the right experience. And today, and this is what Science of Mind teaches me, I can say no to the things that I do not agree with. I can say no. And I can imagine a world, and I love this about Dino's meditation. There is a world in which everyone is fed. I can imagine that. I can imagine a world where everyone is clothed and housed. Can you imagine that? And I couldn't imagine it if it wasn't possible. I can imagine a world where everyone is loved. Can you imagine that? I can imagine a world in which everyone has perfect self-esteem. Can you imagine that? Yes, where people have self-love. And I can imagine a world in which everyone becomes exactly who they are supposed to be. Can you imagine that? And it is in that world that I go higher. There is a divine law that goes above man's law. There is a law that allows each of us to use it to bring that world into play right here, right now. And it does no one any good to be in despair, to be in anger, to be in fear about a time that has not yet come. But if I am to have this world, I have to imagine it. I have to allow it in my own life. I'm training for today, not for tomorrow, today. Can I meet my fellow humans exactly where they are and meet them on that field of love, compassion, goodness? One of the things that Science of Mind does so beautifully is allow each of us to become who we're supposed to be. I can tell you today that because I have followed this teaching for so long, and I'm still learning more about it all the time, because I've followed this teaching, I love my life. I love my life. I love the people in my life. I love all of you because I have this in my life. It's a discipline. To be able to read the newspaper, who, by the way, makes money from the bad news, right? To be able to read the newspaper and to know that there is a better world waiting for us already. Why? Because I can imagine it. To be able to talk to someone, and when they're in the worst place in their minds, and to say, there is a better way. I'm a healer. There is a better way. To be able to see that person whole, perfect, and complete, no matter what they think. To see myself whole, perfect, and complete, no matter what you think. To be in an atmosphere of love and awareness. Awareness. The self is the greatest gift that we've been given. Awareness is who we are beyond the physical, beyond my name, beyond anything. Awareness. And intuition is what guides me there. So here's your homework. If you remember the old days, I give homework. But it was never anything that got graded. It was like for you. So people that have never heard me before, you get homework. Start leaning into the intuition. Allow the intuition to be the message. develop that intuition, become aware of awareness of who you are beyond that, of who you are beyond the physical. Do you think you can do that? Yes. Okay, so if you're willing to take that on, I'm happy for you. So anyway, thank you for letting me be here today. Thank you for listening. You're very kind. And thanks to Reverend Gill and to Robin, and I hope they're having a great time. Where are they? San Diego. They're in San Diego. Well, I hope they're having a great time in San Diego. Namaste. Oh, I can do a prayer? Oh, okay. Hey, I get to do a prayer. I'm going to try this mic. Oh. How good it is to fall in love. How good it is to know that this love, the one that I seek right now, seeks me, that it collapses into form as every single person on the planet, that it collapses into form as every animal on the land, in the air, in the sea, that this love that seeks itself constantly, this awareness that is constantly seeking and developing itself is right here, right now, in, as, and through me. That I am that love made manifest. I am that which falls and loves and creates again and again. And as I know this love for me, I know this love for everyone here. For each person here is absolute love made manifest. Each person here is that eternality, that focalization of eternality made manifest, of goodness known, of joy, happiness, abundance, health, that there is nothing lacking. How good that is. I affirm and declare for every person here the absolute highest and best life, that there is nothing lacking. I affirm and declare that if there be any obstacles to the highest and best, that they fall away right here, right now, and that each person is able, willing to see that world that works for everyone. I affirm and declare every person on the planet is fed. I affirm and declare every person on the planet is clothed and housed. I affirm and declare every person on the planet is loved. I affirm and declare every person on the planet has incredible self-regard, and that each person on the planet is made manifest as the person they are intended to be. For each of us is born to be here in this time, in this place. I am so grateful. And I say a special prayer for the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. I affirm and declare that the center has everything that it requires to be a wild success, unfettered abundance, incredible people, beautiful community, for all is well. And so knowing that is the truth, I give thanks. I give thanks for today. I give thanks for each person here. I give thanks for the center, and I know that all is well. So knowing that's the truth, I release my word into the law, knowing it cannot come back to me void, knowing that as I've spoken, it is done. And so it is. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Reverend Martha. So lovely to have you back here with us. And now as we reflect on Reverend Dr. Martha's talk on spiritual truths and the good they bring to our lives, I just like to know and be reminded that our community thrives through shared participation and generosity. The programs, the classes, the services we enjoy are made possible by people who believe in creating a loving and supportive spiritual community. And so we invite you to join in sustaining this work through your gifts and your donations. And for those of you who are online, there should be something scrolling across the bottom soon and to allow you to contribute if you would like to do that online. So thank you all for your kindness and your support, just knowing that every gift does make a sincere difference. And we do offer a special thank you to our 2026 partners. And we invite you, everybody here, to share whatever you can as the baskets are passed. Let's say our affirmation of abundance together. Hold whatever you have over your heart, or if you give online, just hold your hand over your heart and let's say this together. I am abundant and I give from my abundance. I am prosperous and I give from my prosperity. I am blessed and I give from my blessings. My blessings of spirit are as abundant as the stars, and so I give and receive generously, and so it is. Yay.
All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. Blesses me abundantly, blesses me abundantly, blesses me abundantly.
If you want to pass.
Oh, everyone is, you're all up for prayer, right? Come on over. All right.
Sure. Oh, you want me to start? Sure. Oh. Okay, that sounds great. All right. Well, let us join in prayer of thanksgiving as we know these gifts have been given with thoughtfulness and generosity. We are so grateful that every single person gives of themselves, of their time, their talent, and their treasure. And I am so grateful. Thank you, sweet Spirit, for this day, for this gathering, for each person that is present with us here or online. And we just know that every person is blessed. And I pass my word.
And I give thanks for the message today that we get to take out and live the truth of who we are, the love, the amazingness, all that is coming through and as each one of us as spirit in action. Thank you for who you're being. And I pass my word.
And in closing, I profoundly, deeply, eternally bless each person here, every person online, and each person that comes in contact with all of us here for each person that comes in contact with us is profoundly blessed, and everyone that comes in contact with them is profoundly blessed. And from this beautiful gathering today, we are each blessing the entire universe. And so knowing that this is the truth, I give thanks for today. I give thanks for every person. I give thanks for the blessing and for all of this abundance, for life is good. And I ask you to join me in saying, just declaring it with your heart. And so it is. Thank you.
You have time for your affirmation. Okay, thank you. All right, so I don't know about you, but I'm feeling full right now. So thank you, Rev Martha. So I'd like to, first of all, thank you all for being here and joining me with your love and your presence and service today. So I'm grateful for you. And I'm grateful for those online, and Reverend Gill and Robin, you are missed, but hope you have safe journeys home. Thank you. So our healer today is Brian Kurtz, and he's in the back of the room, and he'll be to the room to the right. But if you'd like prayer with a practitioner, we have a practitioner on the side. And if you need help in finding one, please let me know. You can come see me or Marilyn, and we'll get you a practitioner to pray with you. We will have some fellowship after service. Some really good food has shown up today. So for all of those who blessed us with your food, thank you. Thank you for doing so. I look forward to enjoying it with one another. And I think that's it. So I'll turn it over to you, Reverend Martha. Thank you.
Thank you. So, all right, you already know what my favorite one is. So please stand. Hug yourself oh so very tight, because you are so precious. And say with me, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful me. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful me. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful me. And so it is. Have a good day, everyone.
So we're going to have a closing song, and I'd like to try something we haven't done for a while. Let's try making a circle. I'll give you some time. I think we can do it. I think just a complete circle. And Martha requested an old favorite of ours, which is What a Wonderful World. All right, look at that. Look at that. Look at your beautiful faces across the room from each other. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark secret night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself,
So I just would, can I get? So I just would like to remind you at 12:30 there'll be Way of Mastery, and at 1:30 is the near-death experience. So thank you all.